Alright, time to look at Cygnus Enterprises. I think my first impression of this menu screen is actually pretty favorable. I think it's composed pretty well, and yeah, that's a credit to it for sure. The depth of field on the foreground robot is a nice touch, and it's got like a lot of empty space. The settings are all pretty standard. There's a few small things I don't like in here, like toggles for resolution. It's a pretty tedious way to pick a resolution. But generally speaking, stuff's there. Let's start. So this isn't a very good screen because I don't really know what any of this means. Yeah, that's kind of weird. So I don't know. I guess we'll pick one. This graphic is really ugly. The screen has nothing on it, so I don't know why this isn't much larger. This cursor is up.
The crash site should be nearby.
Okay, so
the company really needs to work on their aim.
Your valued feedback has already been submitted. Further complaining only detracts from the mission directive.
Okay. So I think it's WASD controls with mouse aim. I don't think it supports a controller. At least my controller isn't working out of the box. There seem to be other Steam comments saying the same thing. I do think it's relatively... The character's movement is relatively appealing. I mean, it's a little stiff, but fairly responsive. I mean, when I say it's stiff, I mean the animation is kind of a little bit stiff. But it doesn't look unnatural, so that's good. This is what it feels like to fire your weapon. I actually don't dislike that. It's punchy. The environment is odd. A lot of these assets look like they've been scaled up to different sizes to sort of build the terrain, but as a result their textures all look low resolution, especially juxtaposed with the grass. That's pretty odd, I have to say. It also seems to be dropping frames, but it's not terrible, so I don't know, I guess we'll see. It does have this weird quality where I feel like the camera has almost like a jerky vibe to it. It's real subtle. Sometimes I think our game actually has this as well. But I don't know if you can see, but it kind of looks like things are like jittering across the screen instead of smooth movement. Like especially this tree in the foreground. They do have occlusion shader that actually that's not bad. I think that looks pretty good as far as I've seen a lot of options, and this cross-hatching effect is a pretty good one actually. I don't hate that. I don't know about that box interaction. I think it's okay, but feels a little off, especially when the item just kind of like rises into the air. It doesn't really know what that is supposed to be. These enemies are completely forgettable, stupid animals. Don't put stupid animals in your games. Like, it doesn't work. It always looks stupid. You see that jerky camera thing? God, that's so nonsense. That's probably my biggest criticism so far. That camera. Something is definitely wrong there. thing that's a little weird is I don't know how this gun actually works. I guess it has infinite ammo, but there's like a meter at the bottom. But I don't, it still seems to have like a really weird cooldown that's very unsatisfying. I'm trying to overheat it. Okay, yeah, so it's just like an overheat mechanic, so pretty typical. I think you also have a pistol maybe, but I would have probably preferred if after you fired you stayed in like a firing position. Looks a little weird. Okay, so this is some kind of powered up shot. Okay, that's reasonably satisfying. Okay, so you have abilities as well. It's not bad. I kind of like the way that it doesn't include your character. It still implies that it's around you. This is probably a dash? Yeah, wow, I hate that. Wow, I hate that. Huh. Boy, that's incredibly unsatisfying. Interesting. So, they do one residual image, then streaky lines. That is an interesting idea. I like that. The way it feels is doesn't feel good. But I do like the idea of like one ghost image and streaky lines. That's kind of clever. Okay, so then so this ability is just that's a shield. This is a charge attack, and that's healing. So I guess we'll try the charging attack.
Never thought I'd be so relieved to spot flaming wreckage.
Please hold this position while I extract a power core.
I don't mind the
Warning,
voice acting.
the ensuing
It's not
commotion may
terrible.
attract undesired attention.
Charge is a little weird. I don't. It's a little bit weird sometimes. It's too much.
Payload retrieved. Let's initiate our retreat.
I almost lost you back there, buddy.
Your concern is appreciated.
It's interesting
After
that
all,
they
any damage to my
start
unit may
you
be deducted from your pay.
in combat. Like I would say that they, they want to send the message or something that it's a combat game demo, which is interesting. This is horrible. I don't like this either. I don't know. This is very like very sci-fi kitsch. Even like the colors, the blue heavy tone and everything. Like it looks like a medical video game or something. I don't really like that. Yeah, this is fine, I guess. Could not possibly care less about this. This is so incredibly stupid that you're going up to level 11. Like, well, first of all, what does that even mean? But also, it's just weird. Menus are pretty good. They feel pretty decent. Okay, so here's all the garbage part of the game. You can harvest shit on the ground, the most unimaginative crap ever in games. Fair amount of frame rate jittering, but that isn't really super relevant. Gathering fucking bullshit. Like, who fucking cares? You know, gather all the bullshit. Can't gather this because I don't have enough stamina to pick berries. That's horrible. The graphics look very wrong in some peculiar way. Like, the lighting's got this weird desaturated, I don't even know. The lighting model it's not appealing looking, but it is clear looking, so I like that. I also like how universal this must be like I don't know, this must be implemented in a depth buffer or stencil buffer or something. I mean, it's a very nice effect, and it's cool that it applies to a thing that you're nearby. I like that. That's pretty smart. Also, for being a flat game, it certainly has a pretty good feeling of depth or height, which is, I think, mostly a testament to the props. But that's kind of encouraging. And the little dust particles when you're running around actually feel pretty good. I think there's not much of a footstep crater, which seems like an oversight. I think that would make this look very visually arresting if you could see a lot of footsteps. Yeah. In general, the space is very, like, generic, I guess. Like, I don't know, it's just, I mean, it just looks like an outdoor-ish space. And look at all this gathering crap. Who cares? Okay, so it's like a big field of boringness. So out of the incredibly boring but slightly satisfying combat intro, we are now dumped into the capital of boredom, complete with poor frame rate. The building looks good. I like that. That's pretty nice effect. I noticed that in the video too, and I like it. That being able to see into the interior space is a nice touch. And I like the way they did it. This hazy glass is pretty appealing. The geometry of the building doesn't quite look right, like, but that's super nitpicky. I don't, like, structurally this isn't very convincing, I guess. That doesn't really look like the way a structure would be built, which is kind of weird. So let's click on this. There's an inventory. Oh, fuck this. I'm not even gonna look at it. Okay, so there's stuff. You can pick up stuff, you know. Their game designers made a lot of stuff. Great. Here's a bunch of stuff. Oh god. Okay. Here's more stuff. That's impressive. So it's the same stuff from before, but now on a different screen of stuff. Nice helmet. That's a pretty good design. Suit's kind of generic, but that might be somewhat intentional, I guess. The character in general is not bad. The helmet's cool. It's interesting. It's definitely not super derivative of anything I can think of offhand. I do like the rendered 3D model icons, actually. That's pretty nice. That looks pretty good. And these flyaways are not my preference. I mean, it's just Stat City, basically, but it's done well. Like, I think it's very readable, and it's not completely overwhelming. I think that they put in enough padding and demarcations of like sort of regions of information that I don't I'm not immediately repulsed by trying to know what this actually is. And of course, like, gear having a quality denoted by color is a common trope extending from WoW and probably some other things. And I do think that's not a terrible idea, perhaps. It certainly makes this stand out somehow. Although it's a little weird that it says rare, but everything says rare, so maybe the color doesn't mean that. Doesn't denote rarity or quality. I don't know what to make of that. This is just weird to me. Like, I have 12 guns currently. I don't. That's appalling. I don't. Yeah, I don't really understand that, but okay. Okay, what is this? Some kind of combat-oriented tech tree. Call that security. That's kind of clever. Oh, but maybe this is all combat-oriented. Yeah. Wow, it's a lot of stuff. Oh, I hate this stuff, but some people like this stuff. Personally, this is just a turn off. I don't give a fuck about. I don't know what this is. I don't care. This is quests. Okay, so this feels kind of buried, but maybe they want it to feel buried? I don't know. Apparently I've like done all this stuff. News to me. I can't click track quest. So, okay. Yeah, look at these fucking stupid animals. Ugh. Ugh. Straight up embarrassing. Here's even, I mean, God, how many man hours of menus have they made? Escape. So that was all contained in this menu. I don't know, this is weird too. Like, base overview, high, medium, low. What does that mean? What could that mean? This also looks like an input. Like you can click on it and type stuff in. It's got kind of the wrong affordance. Yeah, there's just a lot of garbage basically. Okay, whatever. Okay. Yeah, okay, so here's some horrible thing where you can like, you know, whatever. I guess this is... I don't know. I guess this is something. This is how you do something. I have no idea. I'm gonna throw everything away that it'll let me. Okay. 40 recyclers per day. Okay. Alright. I don't know what. Presumably this does something. I like going in the building. That's pretty satisfying. I probably would have preferred if there was a fade in and a fade out. When you run out of the building, it fades back into view, but when you run in, it pops away, which I don't think that's necessary, and it looks worse. It's also interesting that the camera angle changes. I'm presume that's to give you a better view of spaces that are near the interior walls or something. Kind of interesting. And it zooms you in. Okay,
Whoa!
Dialogue fest.
Are you okay?
I'm more than okay. I'm whole again.
Whole?
My new body was only partially processed before you came along. Now I'm 100% functional.
This
That's a
cloning
tedious
facility's bioprinter must have shut down before he could be fully reinstated.
So that's like a 3D printer, but for people.
Why she
Not
would
people,
know this, I don't know.
disposables, though the rest of your statement is not entirely inaccurate. Essentially, a biological mind is transferred into a new body.
Sorry, I don't think I got your name.
No need to apologize, friend. I'm...
fuck.
Likewise.
No.
It'll be great to have some company around.
You're a new contractor, right? You must have tons of questions. Unfortunately, no. I was disposed at another base. At least I think I was. Sadly, my memory is a tad hazy. Though, if we find my crew, we should...
Okay.
You're a new contractor, right? You must have tons of questions.
Oh my god.
Contractor, I've received an important update from Cygnus Enterprises.
Go on.
You are now eligible to enjoy the perks of the cloning facility. Congratulations.
What do you mean?
Okay.
Your contract stipulates, in the likely event of the contractor's disposal,
Okay.
And what if I
So,
opt-out
okay,
clause?
whatever. That's fine. I don't. Who cares? So immersive. Okay, so let's go in here. Alright. Same shtick. Hit F. Using a clone vessel charge during a combat mission. Whatever. Oh, what? I don't know. Whatever. Oh my god, look at all these fucking buildings. So these are recipes. Are these recipes? Yeah, okay, I see. I'm not sure I understand what this is. I guess this is a queue. Yeah. Okay, so this. Okay, so it's like a queue. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so this, I guess, is the order of things that I've queued up. I'm not sure what this means. Maybe it means what will be done in some period of time, or what there's power for, or something. I don't know. just don't give a fuck about this at all. Whatever. Upgrades or something. I wish it was like more clear what this building is. Like, I think a stronger thematic on the building would be visually superior. This is a nice touch. That's a nice touch, because that's kind of unexpected, which I like. Doesn't seem like there's any point, but maybe there is later or something. Maybe this does something. That's kind of a nice touch, though. I don't hate that. Minus interact. I guess I just can't interact or something. Here's the big building. Seems like all the red stuff means you can't do it. Sort of just like don't like, I don't really know what I'm looking at here. Yeah, I mean, whatever. I guess. This gun looks pretty interesting. It's weird. The UI sort of implies that I have a pistol, and it implies that it's bound to... I see what it is. Okay, not a good UI. So you scroll the scroll wheel to change your active weapon. That's what's happening. So you have two weapons. This garbage ass gun feels horrible. That feels pretty good, but like the effect is kind of, you know, these enemies are so savage. It's such a weird gameplay. I definitely would have preferred like combat that showed me something like I have all these abilities, but I haven't even had the faintest reason to use them. I mean, I think this is kind of satisfying, but only in that sort of basic way that taking actions in the game is satisfying. It's pretty... God. Okay. I don't like this thing. Whatever this is. So I'm assuming this demo is probably dropped in the middle of the game, or I think that's the idea, if I had to guess. It's a shame that the game doesn't run better. See, I have no desire to do this. Pick up shit that I don't really care about. I think what a person who liked this kind of experience would do is they would look at what they were hoping to build. Yeah, I just, it makes me nauseous. So I don't know what this is. I think you're supposed to want to make things, like I'm supposed to feel motivated by this. But I don't know where that motivation would come from. This might be new. Oh, that's disappointing. That definitely, I mean, aside from the glitchiness, this looks like something, you know, but it's just a feature of the building. Oh, it's so... There's just... I don't know, man. Too much stuff. There's just... I'm not even really overwhelmed. I'm sort of... I'm unmotivated. I don't really care about this. You know, it doesn't make me feel like doing anything. This music is like... very... like elevator music. It's weird, it's like elevator music. And the frame rate thing is a real bummer. Like, I don't know, just look at this big ass, you know, generic space or whatever. There's nothing to do out here. There could be like enemies in here or something. I don't know. Something. Miserable experience. Alright, so I think press P to open the motion screen. The camera or the menu's open, which is nice. I see. Whatever, I guess. Now I'm at that thing. This is fucking sad. So I need this many things to become a supervisor. Great. Oh, God, alright, whatever. So I need to find the NPC. No idea where he is. It doesn't seem to appear on the mini-map, which is actually kind of weird. Definitely would think that would be kind of an obvious thing to do, but that's kind of intriguing. It's a shame you can't like do anything with it. You can't like interact with it or anything. Yeah, it's kind of weird. So like this NPC is somewhere, but yeah, but you don't know where. Research sustainable energy. Everything screams science lab, so I don't... Maybe this is the science lab? Yes. That is the science lab. So... That's the science lab. Why is that the science lab? It's also really weird that it says science facility after you open the door. Well, this part of the game gets an F. This is super boring. I mean, I don't know. So somewhere, I don't know if this is supposed to be fun or I don't know. Like I don't, yeah. I have no idea. Is this supposed to be fun? Can't do anything. Just random shit on the beach for no reason. Employee. Is not out here. Which is weird. Go back to the base, I guess. It's also weird that it's a bit useful, actually. If these buttons work now, plus and minus on the keyboard don't do anything. That's an oversight, in my opinion. Alright, so we're just missing two. Is he like up here or something? The game's so jerky. I don't know. This is infuriating. I hate this. I don't know what that means. That's basically the way this is just agonizing. Okay, maybe, yeah, this is a really bad interface. But there is an auto assign, which I think it means that he should work in the science facility because of his characteristics.
I don't mean to give unsolicited advice, boss, but it would benefit my efficiency rating if you would provide me with some...
Shelter. He's got 0 out of 1 clipboards. Build shelters.
food and shelter.
There's plenty of space on the sidewalk, surrounded by a buffet of biomass.
Oh, I guess that's all right.
What kind of boss makes their employees sleep outside and eat grass?
A cost-effective one.
Don't worry, Max. I'll make sure you feel at home.
Alright, so I don't know, man. This is so boring. God.
There's no place like home if you choose to give your employees one.
No idea what this is supposed to mean. Whatever.
Canteen is online. Please familiarize yourself with the selection of tasty foodstuffs we are now able to produce. Remember the Cygnus Enterprises catering motto: we don't serve it until you pay for it.
This is such a fucking weird interface. What does this mean? I do like that the buildings are. I like that. I like the size of the buildings. That's cool. So. I don't know what this means. So you can make 150 things, I guess. Yeah, I guess that's what it means.
My stomach has been running on empty lately. Could you please make sure I get something to eat?
Switch system. That's not even a combat mission. It's a really boring UI. They should definitely let me do this. I assume it means that the day has passed. Okay. I see, so... Stuff got made.
Thanks, boss. Actually, I was just thinking, I might know where the others went. I just remembered traveling to a research outpost before my disposal. I only have a rough guess of the location, but it's a start.
Warning: spending excessive efforts to recover the missing crew may not be economical.
These are people, Pia. They would do the same for us.
Your optimism is both unwarranted and adorable. I'll update the world map. Solar panel schematics are now available for construction. Please build one at your earliest convenience.
I just don't feel motivated to do this. Like to take the actions in the game. It doesn't. It feels like there's stuff that you could do, but I don't really... I don't know. Like, should I... Is this fun? I don't know. I think I'm gonna take all this stuff out. I don't think I want to, so... God, I got stuff on. Do 100 and whatever. Signet ore. No, that's it sucks that they didn't make it possible. I think this is must be a factorial thing. Yeah, alright, I don't